So a couple days ago, a ton of Battlefield 6 concept art leaked showing several maps in the game from multiple locations across the globe. And I have one up right now on screen. Trust me, I'm going to show you all of them in this video, okay? So don't go anywhere. I do want to talk about the community feedback and excitement that's brewing with these leaked concept art photos and kind of compare it to what we got from Battlefield 2042 back when that game was ramping up for launch, because there are some major differences between what happened back then versus what's happening now, and I truly believe the hype this time is way more valid than previously. But enough of the bullshit, alright, let's get right into the video. Really fast, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video if you are excited for the next Battlefield game. It's only Battlefield content here, man, okay? Like, it's my favorite franchise of all time, unfortunately, but I'm a diehard like you guys. We're in the trenches together, so stick around for more videos while we wait for the next game. Okay, first concept art. This one is probably my favorite, and I used it for the thumbnail. This map looks fucking dope, dude, okay? Like, it looks like it's set in the Hollywood Hills, which matches a lot of older leaks we got a while ago, claiming they played a map called Eastwood, which was in Hollywood, okay? You see skyscrapers burning down in the background. It just looks war-torn. It's just awesome. I love the open field design of this map too. If this golf course slash like green area is truly playable, then it looks like this one is going to combine vehicle gameplay and urban combat really well. Kind of like Caspian Border, where you have like these open fields and then pockets of buildings around the flags. Again, I'm just speculating, but right now I'm just imagining tanks driving over this golf course, and that would be so fucking cool, man. This next one is another favorite of mine. In the background, you see the Brooklyn Bridge completely collapsed. Probably another urban combat kind of map, but as you probably have noticed, these are two maps consecutively that are located in the United States, which is extremely exciting because it makes me curious to see what the campaign is going to be about. A lot of people are speculating, including myself, that it all looks very like Bad Company 3-esque, and it would make sense because Bad Company 2's story ended with Russia invading the USA through Alaska. The problem is, I'm not seeing Alaska in any of these maps, okay? Like, although I'm with you, man, okay, I would love to see Bad Company 3. I kind of doubt now it's literally going to be called Bad Company 3, and it's probably going to be more of a spiritual successor to the game, kind of like a blend of Bad Company and Battlefield 3, which I think would be awesome. And then the third one I'm going to talk about really quick before I get into the main points of the video. Again, do not worry. I'm going to show you all of the concept art leaks, okay? So you're not going to miss anything. But this one looks like it's set somewhere in the Middle East, probably Egypt, I can guess, because you can see the pyramids in the background. I'm loving the gritty aesthetic to all of these concepts, especially this one, right? Like, we see a lot of destroyed buildings, very dusty and barren, but not barren in like a bad way, more of a desolate, war-torn kind of barren that really adds a lot of ambience to this map, and it makes you feel like you're fighting in a truly devastating war. I'm really excited to play this one. It gives me like Battlefield 3 Aftermath vibes, which is amazing. I'm gonna keep cycling through more of the concepts for you guys, but there has been a segment of the community that's been kind of skeptical with all of this, because at the end of the day, right, it is just concept art. We have no idea how the maps themselves are going to play or really look like yet. And I also saw a lot of people mention that 2042 had amazing concept art as well, and it did, to be honest, but the game ended up being released, well, we know how 2042 was released, right? Difference this time around, though, is we are seeing really promising concept art and really promising gameplay at the same time from the Battlefield Labs leaks, right? So like, both seem to be matching and complementing each other. The concept art looks gritty, and the gameplay looks gritty. It's like, the more that gets revealed for this new game, the better it gets. Whereas with 2042, the concept art couldn't be further from the actual game. And there's a lot of reasons why that was, especially if you know what really happened during the development of 2042. The game changed direction like 3 times. So a lot of the concept art was from the original game they were developing, hence why it didn't match the game that we actually got released. I don't want to spend too much time on this right now because there's a lot that happened with that. But if you want me to make a video about the development of 2042 and what really happened, let me know in the comments below. I think that would be kind of a cool video. But back to Battlefield 6, although I'm still being cautiously optimistic, okay, I do feel the hype this time around is a lot more valid because they are truly sticking to their word and showing us the game before telling us about it this time, right? Like the vibes just seem good. Okay, I know that kind of sounds abstract and maybe surface level to just speak about the vibes, but I do think it's a good point because the previous two games, the vibes just never felt right. You know what I mean? Like Battlefield 5's trailer didn't look like World War II. It looked like steampunk Civil War, and everyone was just like, huh? Well, okay, I guess we'll just wait and see what the hell this game is. And then 2042 had all this hype and trailers, but like no gameplay. So I never felt easy or confident when they were ramping up 2042 because the whole time it felt like they were hiding something. Like you didn't really know what the game was going to be like quite yet. And with Battlefield 6, we are getting a clearer picture of the game every day. And they haven't even officially announced the title for it, right? Like right now, I can tell you, allegedly, of course, Battlefield 6 is going to drop with over 40 weapons, actual factions, maps located in the United States, Europe, and the Middle East, a fully fledged single player campaign, a free-to-play element with Battle Royale, and a new mode called Gauntlet. There's jets that are confirmed. It seems like map-specific player customization is confirmed as well, like we had in Battlefield 1. Weapon tiers, perk system, badges, stickers, dog tags, first-person melee takedowns, etc., right? It just goes on. And the more that leaks about this next game, the more cohesive the picture becomes. Think about context too, right? Like last time the vibes felt this good was Battlefield 1. When that trailer dropped, I wasn't sitting there thinking, man, this looks good, but I need to see gameplay because I have a feeling they're gonna put a Toy Story cowboy skin and shitty maps into the game and I don't trust them yet, right? You know, like we trusted them back then and the gameplay released for Battlefield 1 and it matched all of the concept art. And right, we shouldn't trust them now. That's not what I'm saying. They haven't won that back yet. And they won't until the next game drops and it ends up being a good Battlefield game again. Don't get me twisted. But this time around, it definitely feels the most Battlefield it's felt since Battlefield 1. Just gritty, war-torn aesthetic, destruction, dark, smoky environment, standard military personnel. It just looks right with this new Battlefield game. And David Sirlin being the lead producer of this game is a huge reason why, in my opinion. He was the guy that was called in to fix Battlefield 4 during the early stages of its life cycle and created the CTE testing environment, which ended up being legendary in fixing that game, right? Like I think him directly being involved throughout Battlefield 6's development through its entirety shows that they are playing all of their cards and are dedicated to making a good Battlefield game. And if there's anyone I trust over there at DICE, right, that knows what a Battlefield game should feel and play like, it's David Sirlin. So yeah, man, I think they're kind of cooking, bro. I think they're in the kitchen whipping up a good Battlefield game. I don't know, you know what I'm excited. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong though, I'm realistic. Okay, the past two games have been disappointing, to say the least. They've missed the mark completely, and this new game could drop and totally suck. Okay, like that is 100% a reality. In fact, it's probably a coin flip at this point, unfortunately, but also I think it's valid to have a little bit more faith this time around. Like everything we are seeing is matching what the community has been dying for what it feels like almost half a decade. All right, like let's wait and see. We still need more gameplay. We need to play it ourselves, of course, but I am really genuinely excited for this next game. What do you guys think though? How's the concept art looking to you guys? Do you think this looks better than 2042 already? Do you have any more faith left in DICE and EA to make a good Battlefield game again? Let me know in the comment section below. I do truly appreciate you making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. I know everyone says that, but it does really help me out a lot. And subscribe for more Battlefield content leading up to the release of Battlefield 6. But until the next video, my name is Sam. Hope you have a good one. Bye.